to 3. They're also unbeaten for the last 15 games, and that's an indication of how tough the task will be for anyone looking to upset the champions. Dundee United travelled confidently to Ibrox today. They're also unbeaten so far this season and were 2-1 winners over Celtic last Sunday. Could they complete an Old Firm double? Rob McLean was there to see if they could.
As expected, Lionel Charbonnier reclaims the goalkeeper's jersey after more than 9 months out injured. Antiniemi is shunted back to the bench. Other than that, this is the team which beat Motherwell 4-1 last Sunday. Huge attacking options in this lineup. There's no way Rod Wallace is the only strike threat. Goals can come from Reina and Van Bronckhorst in midfield. McCann can find the net. But here's the man of the moment. Michael Mols looks already to be £4 million well spent. He scored all 4 goals here last weekend, and in his first 5 competitive games for Rangers, Mols has taken his total to 7. Billy Dodds has 2 goals in 4 games so far, including one of his strikes last Sunday, which inflicted the first defeat of the season on Celtic. Dodds was part of the Tannadice team which came here and won last season. Dodds has passed a fitness test, so is Siggy Johnson. He returns, as do 20-year-olds Craig Easton and Stephen Thompson. Waddle drops out and Davidson's on the bench. This is pretty much the team which beat Celtic, but Portuguese hitman Joaquim Ferraz starts on the bench this time. Thompson, who struck twice in the League Cup in midweek, gets the nod. The referee for Rangers against Dundee United is Hugh Dallas. Dundee United start the match, the only team to win at Ibrox in the whole of last season. 1-0 it was on the 20th of March. And they'll have their belief heightened by last weekend's result at Tannadice. But they are facing a team getting close to firing on all cylinders. Rangers, 6 wins out of 6. 19 goals for, 3 against. And 90 minutes away from the Champions League. The beard is still there for Paul Stunnock, but for how much longer? Barry Ferguson, the central figure in the Rangers midfield. Lovely touch and then pass from Van Bronckhorst. Again Ferguson. Rod Wallace's flick and gets it back. Lots of room in front of him. That's for Michael Mols, onside. Pulls the shot wide of target. There's a real chance for the opening goal with just 3 minutes gone. There was backs of room for Wallace to create this. And Mols, disappointed, not hit the target. Craig Moore's pass, well judged for Claudio Reina. Still it's Reina, the deflected shot. Safely into the arms of Alan Coombe. But again, as Dundee United drop back, there's a chance for Reina to surge forward and have the shot at goal. Tony Vidmar, who'll head for Parma next week as the scorer of one of the 2 goals at Ibrox. Rangers hope 2-0 is enough of a foundation to unlock the door to the Champions League. Michael Mols is tying one of his bootlaces. And Bronckhorst to McCann. They might not need Mols. Good effort. Curling, bouncing shot to test out Alan Coombe, as in the background Mols was getting back to his feet. Jim Patterson, still just 19, angled ball into the box, headed away by Van Bronckhorst. Barry Ferguson does well, a lovely pass for Rod Wallace. To his left is McCann, to his right Mols. McCann takes on Pasquale, looking to get to the byline. Lovely ball in, headed away by De Vos. And Bronckhorst took too long, and he's won a free kick. Billy Dodds thought the challenge was fair enough. Hugh Dallas was at close range to make the decision after the cutback from McCann was cleared. Packed penalty box. It's Reina! It's 1-0! Goal number 5 of the season for Claudio Reina. A superb free kick. Excellent technique. And Dick Advocat's team were 1-up. Amoruso was alongside. But Reina didn't need him. Curled over the top of the wall. It dipped. And it swerved away from Alan Coombe and into the corner of the Dundee United net. Much to admire about this from Reina, one of the players of the season so far. Good challenge by Easton, which stopped the progress of Barry Ferguson. Reina to Perini. Vidmore joins the attack. He'll lead the ball. Neil McCann on the right foot. Off Jonsson, corner kick. The left foot is the stronger one, but he can strike them with the right as well. Deflected behind. And Rangers' first corner kick of the match. And Bronckhorst's corner kick. Cleared by Jonsson. Lovely pass, measured pass from Barry Ferguson. In from Van Bronckhorst. Coombe got a touch. That was a good challenge at the edge of the area from Craig Easton. As Lorenzo Amoruso was about to pull the trigger. But look at the control of that pass from Ferguson. Angled pass, perfect again from Ferguson. Charged down by Pasquale, another corner kick. Corner kick taken short from Bronckhorst to McCann. Jason DeVos with the clearance, missed by Barry Ferguson. And Stephen Thompson, back goes Reina, forcing him wide. And a good challenge by Reina. Corner kick given. Reina's not happy. He thought this was a goal kick, but this was superb play by the American international. He came back a long way and made sure that Thompson wasn't going to hit the target. Magnus Skolbach did well to win the head flick. Billy Dodds against Lionel Charbonnier. Headed away by Vidmar. Flicked back in by Barry Ferguson. Punched away by Charbonnier. Trouble in the Rangers penalty box. It was Billy Dodds who was the big danger here after Magnus Skolbach had gone up well to win a header. Dodds flicked it away from Charbonnier. Rangers eventually got it clear. It was Skolbach. Determined was Vidmar. That's the half-time whistle. Rangers 1-up and cruising. And the only goal so far, one of real quality from Claudio Reina. Free kick. And it curled and dipped over the wall and away from Alan Coombe. That was 1-0. And not too many attacking flurries in front of Lionel Charbonnier at the other end. This was really the only trouble Rangers were in inside their own area, but they got it clear. And the half-time scoreline at Ibrox is Rangers 1, Dundee United 0.
A change for Rangers right at the start of the second half. Darius Adamczyk will come on. Sergio Perini is off. team get the match restarted. Big match coming up for them next Wednesday in Parma. But what they don't want to do here is take their eye off the ball. David Hanna for United. There were a few attacks that meant much for the Tannadice team in the first half. First touch for the Damchik. Almost contemptuous at times, the way Rangers push the ball about. And Dundee United at times chasing shadows. Neil McCann gets himself involved. Van Bronckhorst and again Moore. The deftest of touches from Wallace. Neil McCann. Michael Knowles, almost through, not quite. Magnus Skoldmark cut it out before it got through to Vidmar. Knowles to Van Bronckhorst. Gets it back. Lovely pass, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. Saved by Kim, but he can't keep it out. It's 2 for Rangers. And that's his first of the season. Struck 10 times last season. And this was the exchange between the two Dutchmen. Lovely pass from Knowles. Opened up the United defence, and Alan Coombe won't want to see that again. He got good hands to it, but he couldn't push it away. And the ball spun off his left hand and into the back of the net. Forced to play it, Siggy Jonsson. Finally fouled by Knowles. The minute that second Rangers goal went in, Paul Sturrock invited Alex Mathy and Joaquim Ferraz to get their tracksuits off. He will now put a bit more emphasis on attack as United try to salvage something from this match. Off are coming Magnus Skoldmark, Stephen Thompson, and as the two subs come on. Immediately a touch for Ferraz. Damchik showing his pace against Patterson. Alex Mathy hit hard by that tackle from Craig Moore. Dodds squeezing the pass through for Mathy. Moore is at his back, Reyna's there too. Rangers have it, and they're now off and running with Neil McCann. Turns inside Jason DeVos. It's 3 against 3 for Rangers. Van Bronckhorst onto the left foot. It's wide. That was a real chance for Rangers to stretch their lead. McCann it was who sprinted clear. Bronckhorst had Wallace alongside him. Ferraz holding the ball up. He's got strength and he's got skill. Into Mathy, now Hanna. United looking for the goal which would give them some hope. They have got a corner kick off Tony Vidmar. Ilion Menace of Joaquim Ferraz in the box. That was DeVos. That was Barry Ferguson. And that was Van Bronckhorst. Jonsson does well against Knowles. Dodds from Mathy. Good challenge. Darius Adamczyk. Well defended. Sprightly play in the area by Mathy. Tried to get to the byline and knock the ball in. Adamczyk read it well. Patterson's left foot delivery. Jason DeVos won the header. So close from Ferraz. What a chance that was to pull a goal back. Good knockdown by DeVos, won a clean header. And Ferraz couldn't direct the header on target. He didn't really get up for this, Ferraz, to enable him to power the header down. Cost. Vidmar to McCann. Eyeing the penalty area, but took his eye off the ball. Gets it back. Next to Michael Moles. Tony Vidmar took too long. United straight back to Rangers. Ali Ferguson thought about the shot. In for Wallace. Foul against Moles. Easton closed down quickly by Reyna. Partridge under pressure from Rod Wallace. Rangers working hard at making things difficult for Dundee United. And Bronkhorst moving at pace, gets it back from Rod Wallace. What a good touch though by Jason DeVos. He's vitally got a touch to that, stretched out the right foot, and got there before Van Bronckhorst got on the end of the 1-2. And Bronkhorst takes the corner quickly. It's Neil McCann and Rod Wallace! That's number 3! All sorts of accusing glances in the Dundee United goalmouth. Rangers third, and it was the cross from Neil McCann and a header well won by Rod Wallace. The header was down and away from Coombe, and Rangers 3 goals up. There's no stopping them. A goal for Reyna, a goal for Van Bronckhorst, and now a goal for Wallace. Dummied by Wallace, fouled by Partridge. Neil McCann, in for Michael Moles! Well, you'd have put your mortgage on 4-0 there, wouldn't you? Very similar to the goal number 1 against Motherwell last Sunday. Flighted in by McCann onto the right foot of Moles. And you expected the net to be bulging as Michael Moles pulled the trigger. For once too high, and the scoreline stays at 3-0. Good play from Billy Dodds. Jim Patterson's cross. Amaruso got a touch. Vidmar comes away with it. Barry Ferguson over the top for Michael Moles. Moles did well to get there before Partridge. Coombs way out of his goal. Lovely play from Michael Moles. Obstructed by Partridge, surely. It's not given by Hugh Dallas. And that has the Rangers fans in a fury. Surely the hand of Partridge was raised there, and Michael Moles with it was obstructed as he sprinted towards the byline. He's a lucky boy, I think, after this. After Michael Moles had deceived him with the change of direction, and there was certainly obstruction there. Moles is okay, back in the action.
Dallas unimpressed with the claims for a free kick. And the game restarts with a drop ball. Dick Advocat grabs the clipboard of Bert van Lingen and passes on the suitable instructions. Ferraz to Easton. The Portuguese striker again. Good touch on the ball. Another loose pass though from Easton. Alberts over the top for Moles. Did well, Michael Moles, lovely touch. Good save by Alan Kuhn. It was game, set, match there for Moles against Jonsson. Lovely skill to create the opening. As he first used his shoulder to get the ball away from Jonsson, flipped it into his stride, saved by the keeper. First time, touch of arrogance as well from Amoruso. Away from Dodds. Reina with Adamczyk sprinting towards the byline. Gets there just in time. That back headed away by Jonsson. Casey play though from Darius Adamczyk. Barry Ferguson wants it back from Rod Wallace. Alongside Vidmar. Onto the right foot, Tony Vidmar. Good save, Alan Kuhn. Took it on the left foot, then turned onto the right. Tried to place the shot away from Kuhn. He had to stretch to save. Rod Wallace. Neil McCann. 3 targets in the box. Back point Easton to concede the corner kick. Alberts, that's a miscue, and that's number 4, and it's Tony Vidmar. It gets worse for Dundee United. A mishit from Jim Patterson at the near post. It flew up into the air, and no one reacted quicker here than Tony Vidmar. Sliced off the left foot of Patterson, and the powerful downward header was unstoppable. Strong with the pass. Vidmar got it clear, now Jonsson. Good layoff from Matthew for Patterson, trying to make amends after his mistake. At the other end, it's a free kick for United and a booking for Darius Adamczyk for the trip on the teenager as he sprinted towards the area. United would certainly like to force Lionel Charbonnier into making a serious save before this match is over. Hanna and Dodds and Patterson all there. It's left to Billy Dodds. Good effort. Pulled into action. Serious action for the first time, Charbonnier. This was curling and dipping under the crossbar. Tips it over for the corner kick. Smith with the corner kick. Up went DeVos. Jason DeVos pulls a goal back for Dundee United. It won't be too much consolation. He's always a threat at set pieces. And the Smith corner kick was buried in the corner of the net, away from Charbonnier. And it's 4-1 with 2.5 minutes left. David Hanna lost it.
Now George Alberts moving at a fair old lick. Gives it to Neil McCann. And then David Partridge takes the safety first option. 90 minutes are played, that's the full-time whistle. And ultimately it's been a stroll in the sun for Rangers. Another very comfortable victory. The same scoreline as happened against Motherwell here last Sunday. Rod Wallace got number 3 for Rangers after Reina and Bronkhorst had scored. Tony Vidmar headed in number 4. And despite a late goal by Jason DeVos, the Dundee United skipper, it's a 4-1 victory for Rangers. It keeps up their 100% record as they start the season in style. And they head to Parma in midweek in good heart. Final score at Ibrox, Rangers 4, Dundee United 1.
Yeah, we showed the minute they've got strength and depth and quality. They can hurt you from about so many areas of the park. It was a disappointment. Obviously, losing 4 goals, I didn't expect that. But you can't make glaring mistakes that we made and expect to win games.
It was difficult. Left early to go and see Parma playing AC Milan tonight. A match, incidentally, Parma 1-2-1. We'll talk more about that later. But Rangers Dundee United really was another very impressive Rangers performance, Gordon, wasn't it?
In the end, it was. I thought it was going to be a really hard game today. I went along thinking, Dundee United with the confidence unbeaten the league.
It's disappointing that it wasn't, actually, isn't it?
I suppose so, to a
from the point of view of Scottish football.
But they did make it hard. I mean, even Bert Van Lingen was talking about there, and Paul Sturck said in the early part of the game they did make it hard. They worked well together, Dundee United. They were very well organised. Their game plan was to drop back, and it was like a 4-4-2 that became a 4-5-1 when they lost possession of the ball. But it worked pretty well for them, and I say that from that point of view they were unlucky in the first half that it didn't go their way. If they'd maybe got the first goal with a couple of half chances as well, it might have been a different story altogether. Yeah, but Rangers are so powerful now and they carry such a threat from so many different areas. Let's take a look at the 4 goals then. And you felt it was maybe just a shade of luck about the opening goal. Well, not luck as such. I mean, it was a fantastic goal, but what I mean was getting the actual decision here. Neil McCann does well, just bursts onto his left-hand side. Jason DeVos got it away, and I felt at the time of the game that that was a simple little nudge out the way, a player coming in and getting the ball, and I thought it was quite a harsh decision. I can see now, Hugh Dallas is very close to it, and I can see why he maybe thought that was a foul, but fantastic free kick, I have to say. Reina there, touch of David Beckham about that, going across the ball, not having a run on it. You can see the way he's just put the curl in it for the inside of his foot. He's got the height on it, and he's got the dipping shot, and he's got a ball swerved away for the keeper. Wonderful goal, wasn't it? And this was a well-worked goal again, although maybe defensively again you'll say that he shouldn't have had the run. Yeah, great run by Van Bronckhorst away from David Hanna. He went to blindside of David Hanna and he got in the box and received the return pass, and he was fed by Michael Moles, who had a quiet game today, and you have to say Rangers getting 4 goals with Michael Moles quiet shows it's not a one-man team. But there's a lovely little reverse pass. Van Bronckhorst hits it reasonably well, but I thought Alan Combe could have done a bit better. He's unlucky with the bounce because it got a forward bounce, a bit of top spin, and he couldn't keep out. I thought that's normally the ones he does well with. Yeah, and then Rod Wallace, very good header actually, wasn't it? Yeah, but if you're looking from a defensive point of view, that's bad defending. I thought the header was great, but Wallace came onto it. He's not the tallest of players, but he's good in the air. Then look, this one's a bit of a fast goal actually. Paul Sturrock, not only he'll be pulling his beard out tonight if he's watching this, never mind shaving it off. Because you look at this, I mean, just complete miskick. Just complete miskick. Vidmar's up a terrific height there, actually. Fantastic, actually, great leap. Ancombe gets it well in the net, you have to say. Yeah. But it was a terrible defending for those 2 goals. The other ones, the second goal was the best little move from Rangers, although it could have been defended better if people had picked up the run. So vice versa. But the thing I think from the Rangers' point of view is they've got people in different positions that can create and score. Yes. It's not a case of like Michael Moles got all the credit for last week, but today there were other players doing it, and I think that's the key to Rangers at the moment. That's right, the threat is coming from so many different areas. The playmakers in the middle of the park really are all contributing in their different ways, aren't they? We've picked out some examples today. Barry Ferguson was outstanding, wasn't he? For me, he was man of the match. He was different class, and that's hard to be in the midfield that Rangers have got, to be man of the match, because there's such quality in there. But you see there that he's passing first time. Look at this is what he was doing all day as well. Lovely little shimmy, always in control, looking for the pass, feeding it in. I thought he was excellent. Van Bronckhorst, he's very rarely you see Van Bronckhorst do anything wrong. He plays the ball there and runs. Neil McCann does well because Van Bronckhorst has gone for a turn ball and Neil McCann's turned in. But this is what he does well. See that little chipped ball with backspin on it? It just holds up for people. He does that a lot. And Rania, once again, he was upstaged by Barry Ferguson today, which is unusual. Scored a great free kick, but he was always at the heart of most of what Rangers are doing. I think it's a formidable midfield they've got.
Rania has got an incredible engine, as they say in the game.
Box to box, fantastic.
Yep.
He sees a pass, he can run, he defends well. And all three players can take the ball in any area, and that's the key to Rangers, and not relying on just giving the ball to one man to make all the play.
That's right. And Neil McCann, who beats players, is very, very good running at pace with the ball, isn't he?
Yeah, he comes back in deep, as you see at times, but he is the key to opening things up as well with his pace. There he gets burst forward there, a little ball to Van Bronckhorst. This is a super move here. Watch how a couple of little looks up. Look at that. He just finds Mols at the back post, and he scores designer goals, as we've talked about before, Michael Mols, and that's probably one that he would have liked to have stuck away, but it wasn't his day really. He didn't have a great game, but Neil McCann there providing the chance again as he did against Motherwell last week. Yeah,
it shows what Dundee United today, and indeed just about every other team in the country, are up against at the moment. Having been complimentary about the Rangers midfield and attack, I wonder if there is a question mark about the defence still. It's maybe the one area of the side where you feel they may be vulnerable.
I think possibly, but when I saw them against Parma in the first game, when the concentration was there, they did very well.
Sure.
But I mean, today there was opportunities. Jason DeVos is very, very good in the air. So is Faraz, and I thought he could have done better there. Maybe he sees the foot coming in from Tony Vidmar, but then there was a free kick. Charbonnier had nothing to do all day. He's dealt with that competently, but who knows whether he's really fit yet? Because
well, he's short of matches, isn't he?
Exactly.
So that's always a concern.
Antoniemi had the same situation last week against Motherwell, nothing to do. And then Jason DeVos here, he leaps up and he gets above Amoroso, but the game is won at that stage. Rangers have lost 2 goals recently late, but Jason DeVos is super in the air and he heads that away brilliantly.
Yeah,
you have to give him the credit. And no man in the post, which I always wonder about as well. I think there's a lot of goals can be prevented if you've got a man on the post. They can just clear it, because the keeper can't get across to these ones when they come back across goal. But I thought there was a lot of good things about Dundee United today as well. They've lost 4-1, but I thought their organisation, their spirit was very good. They're a much better outfit than they were last season, which is, I would say, from their point of view, is encouraging. But Rangers are just so strong.
That's right. It's maybe the wrong game, and you can't say the wrong game in which to judge them. These are the games you want to be judged on. But I think over the piece, as you say, they're an improved team from last year, and United fans, I'm sure, are happier with the look of their side, even at this early stage.
Yeah, they've got to be. I say the organisation's good. Ziggy Johnson is playing well alongside Jason DeVos. He could have done better at the goal that Rod Wallace scored. I thought he could have challenged better. But all in all, they're pretty strong throughout their side. Faraz looks an encouraging player. He came on today, didn't start the game. Billy Dodds always works hard, but as I say, it's the organisation and the spirit that's a lot better. And Rangers just took them apart. Once they were a goal up, Rangers, the big problem with playing Rangers Celtic, I think most of the times you've got to get the first goal in to have a chance of scoring. You've got to really get yourself in front and make your game plan work. Once you've got a game plan like Dundee United and you lose the first goal, then you're always up against it. That you have to chase the game once you're a goal down. They're patiently knocking it about. They've got such playmakers, goal scorers as well, that they will take you apart as you open up to try and get the game back.